I'm a thistle sifter. I have a sieve of sifted thistles and a sieve of unsifted thistles.
Hi viewers!
Hello! How you doing?
Oh gosh, Korra.
Oh,
Korra
bloody
episode.
hell. That's all I have to say. Bloody hell.
Bad corny puns.
You see what I did there?
Honey, it's so...
You see it? Got it? Okay. How about this episode? Well,
Episode
9.
9. Out of the past. And gratuitous, beautiful flashbacks.
Yes, a beautiful Aang.
And Tang. How cool is Toph? Toph
Yeah,
is
so we got
lovely.
to see and hear actually Toph, Sokka, and Aang, which was pretty awesome.
We heard Twinkle Toes.
We learned the whole story of that villain from...
And Sparky Boom Man. Sorry, okay.
So anyway, we got the whole story of that villain from 35, 40 years ago. Yakone was basically a bloodbender who was trying to take over Republic City from the underground through his web of criminal activities. So then we find out, quelle surprise, Tarlok is Yakone's son. That kind of wrapped up the whole Tarlok story. I was hoping...
I hope there's going to be more, though.
I was hoping that wouldn't be the way in which the Tarlok story was wrapped up.
You were hoping that Tarlok and Amon
were the same person.
Yes. I'm going back to my previous theory. I'm thinking Amon is the face stealer. Ko.
I
that's true.
really don't like the idea that Bumi's Amon. I don't think he's...
I like brother, like angst. You know I like that.
Of course you
So
like that.
I would love it, but I still don't see it happening. I don't see how no one would have any like idea about it.
I think based on what we saw, his whole resisting the bloodbending thing, which where the hell did that come from?
He's a cyborg. And our spirit.
It's pretty plausible that he could just be some rogue spirit.
Let go.
I mean, the only other explanation that I can think of is that he's an equally powerful waterbender.
But it would have to be one that we know of. Like
right.
Kaya.
The line that he says when Tarlok is like, "What kind of monster are you?" He's like, "I'm the solution."
That gave me chills.
Very reminiscent of Mass Effect, which kind of pissed me off because, you know, Mass Effect.
I also was hoping Tarlok and Amon to be the same, and then Tarlok walks up the stairs and there's Amon getting ready for a rap battle. He has this way about it, his hands behind his back.
He's so theatrical.
It's beautiful though to watch.
His whole...
He's scary. He scares me a little bit.
His whole shtick is like putting on a show for people with the whole taking away.
But then he's no wimp either. He doesn't hide behind people. He's there, and that's what scares me, especially after this whole bloodbending deal.
But he makes a show out of it.
Yeah. Okay, can we talk about the romantic entanglements in this real quick? Can we just mention this? I started off loving Mako because he was riding high on the tide of Zuko love, I should say. Because Zuko and
he's
Mako,
the most attractive character in the...
not anymore. But
well,
anyway.
to you, but I mean at that point
At the point, yeah, that's true. But, yeah, his personality is sucking a little bit, to me, anyway.
Yeah.
First he does this to Korra, where he basically, like, crushes her, right? And she gets over it. She's like, okay, you know what, you're dating someone Asami, so go back, you know, whatever. I allow it, or whatever.
Now, all of a sudden, he's like, oh, I gotta save Korra.
And then he crushes Asami.
You need to pick, dude.
And Asami, what? She's had to give up her family, her home, everything, and she, you know, and she thought she had the support of Mako, but Mako, like an idiot, can't decide.
You can't have your cake and eat it too.
You know what Asami and Korra should do? They should both be like, oh, Mako's a jerk, let's bond about this. Let's just, you know.
Let's be lesbians.
That's not what I was... Sure, why not? They're both...
Actually, that would be... How awesome would that be?
On a TV show?
To have the Avatar be a lesbian.
That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
That would say so much for...
Yeah.
For LGBT rights. To have a major TV show like this have
which is
such
why
a
I
central
doubt,
character.
Yeah, I doubt it's gonna happen, but it'd be nice.
It's totally not gonna happen. But imagine what that would be.
Well, it's more attractive to me than Mako and Korra at this point.
Yeah.
Because Mako, everything he says just seems like flip-floppy.
To wrap it up, we got no crack theories this time because that episode just completely...
It was crack. The whole episode was crack. It was like, what? It just
kind of threw us for a loop, and...
Yeah, we were just going back to our older crack theories.
Yeah, whatever. You won't see us for a while. One, because there's no episode of Korra next week.
2 weeks, yeah.
Which normally wouldn't keep us from filming something. But I'm also going out of town, so...
Do you want to tell them where?
I'm going to Disney World!
So jealous. This is the jealous face.
So, we will see you when we see you. Until then...
Happy geeking!
Get with it. Focus.
But Sokka talked about Sparky Sparky.